Members of the New York Thoroughbred breeders brought straw, petitions, and even a horse to the state's capital in Albany as they seek to break an 8-year deadlock on the installation of video lottery terminals at Aqueduct Racetrack, which would bring $1 million a day into state coffers.
The people here today are saying, please move the paperwork that's been sitting on your desk. Approve the paperwork that'll start pushing VLTs at Aqueduct. Approve the paperwork that means VLTs can help create revenue for our industry and for our state. The fact is, the state is the largest beneficiary of VLTs. You see, it's not just about our industry. VLTs generate $1 million a day from New York State.
Albany's inaction, they say, will destroy livelihoods and dismantle a key part of the state's equine economy.
We're in major competition now with Pennsylvania, who's had increases in their purses at the tracks due to the influx of VLT money. And so it's been an 8-year wait to try to get this going in New York to keep us competitive with the other states.
What happens if you don't get it?
Well, some of us will be able to continue on, and a lot won't. There are a lot of family farms in this state that are small breeders in the thoroughbred industry in this state that just simply won't be able to make it.
Some signed petitions, others donned horseshoes, hoping for a change not in their luck but in state public policy. And they say the impact of this 8-year delay is being felt statewide and far from the racetracks.
In 2001, the state passed legislation allowing VLTs to be permitted at Aqueduct, which potentially would generate $450 million a year, $1 million a day for the state government themselves for educational programs. There's roughly 30,000 people that are full-time employees of the industry here in New York. 400 breeding farms. We occupy about 43,000 square acres of green space here in New York. So we make a large economic impact from an agricultural standpoint and an economic standpoint to New York.
There's a perception that thoroughbred breeders are wealthy, and why would they need any sort of state subsidy?
Actually, that's an illusion that far too often accompanies our industry. The average thoroughbred owner has an average income of between $36,000 and $50,000 a year. There's people that make this part of their livelihood that don't fall into that category. So it's a stereotype which we're going to actually break today when you see some of the faces that make up our industry.
Governor Patterson had said that a VLT operator would be selected by August 1st. Now the governor's office is saying it will take another few weeks before that happens. It requires a three-way agreement among the governor and the legislative leaders to decide on a VLT operator. 8 years after video lottery terminals were approved for Aqueduct, any further delays would suggest that New York has walked away from its leadership role in thoroughbred breeding. But by doing so, it would destroy the careers of thousands of New Yorkers who work just beyond the finish line. The thoroughbred breeders promise Albany will be hearing more from their members in the weeks and months to come.